Well, you guys are not gonna believe this. This is the second time I'm going live on the same thing because parts of my audio did not record. So if you are watching, please do let me know if you can hear all the parts, the stuff that I'm reacting to, but also if you can hear me and everything clearly. I'm just gonna go through this again, and it's okay. I'm gonna beat my record of the last video and make sure that this one's a little bit shorter. So today we're gonna talk about the Latoya and Adam Ali situation, or Latoya forever. Yeah, it's very serious. What's been going down, so much has been exposed. And I titled this Latoya and Adam Ali lying your way to the top and on your way down for clout, sympathy, and victory. And we're going to dive into what I mean by that. In the thumbnail, it says rise and fall, the consequences of bearing all. And yeah, there are some serious consequences to that. So we're just going to look into some reaction videos that other YouTubers did, and I'm going to give my feedback on what they said and what they mentioned, because they made some extremely good points. So we're just going to dive right on into it. Here we go. All right, so who are we discussing today? Troy's TV is gonna let us know.
Forever is a 34-year-old Canadian YouTuber who's most notable for her skits, her rants, her story times on YouTube, and her family vlogs. A big staple of her success actually comes from her ex-husband and her children being a part of her brand. Latoya and her family were actually one of the first OG family YouTube channels who actually showcased the real life behind the scenes of their actual life. Unlike most fake dumbass family channels, Latoya actually showcased the real. She showed her fans a big scoop of her life.
And this was the thing. This was the thing that people liked. It was so raw. It was so real. It was everything that was good, everything that was bad, everything that you yourself would not want people to see. She was just bearing all and putting it all out there. So she was entertaining. It was very interesting to see people put their lives out there like that. It was, you know, there weren't a lot of people doing that at the time.
She showed the good times, but she also showed the low moments.
And I was a hunty. Okay, that's how she calls her followers, subscribers, fans. I was a hunty, okay? I was watching every single video that dropped. I was in there. But then some toxic stuff started to happen, and I was like, peace out. And I'm going to show you some of those videos too.
Vulnerable moments and the really awful moments that honestly shouldn't have been filmed and uploaded on the damn internet for the whole world to see.
So now he's going to bring a video of her being toxic. This is one of the examples. So this is one that I saw live, and when I say live, as in when it was posted, I was one of the hunties running to go and watch the video. And this is one of the videos that I saw back in the day. This is years and years ago, maybe like 7-8 years ago, something like that.
Is that this is your black book, isn't it?
No, it's not mine. Yo,
Adam!
you realize though?
Yeah, Adam, Latoya's going through your black book. Adam has a black book?
Latoya, look at you though. Like, it's not even a girl.
Yeah, look at her face. Look at her face.
It's not even a girl.
Look at the veins sticking out from the side of it.
And the weird thing is, they had all these bunch of friends, and they would be egging this on, you know, stirring up the drama. And they had their own interests. They had their own side hustles and things that they were doing, their own channels. One of the people speaking, I remember he was a comedian. And, you know, they would try and promote their stuff too by being these people's friends. So it, you know, it benefited all of them. They would have these interesting, weird, ratchet, ghetto, hood, loud friends around them, and it would benefit the vlog. And then in turn, those people had their own things that they were dealing with in their lives, and they would get the exposure through these people's vlog. So everybody was benefiting. But is that real friendship? Just at least this relationship, we're gonna find out, was kind of like a business transaction, was kind of like a business deal. Was that real friendship back in the day? That is the question.
Bro, I was just saying.
Because a lot of them fled. A lot of them went away. I remember Ron, Rochelle, some other girl whose name starts with an A, I don't remember. All these people, they just bounced because it was just too toxic.
Black book is this? What? I will punch you.
Latoya forever.
And it's crazy because at that time, they were not a family channel yet, I don't believe. This was in the early days, but they were about to. And there was a lot of smacking, hitting, all these stuff from Latoya's side to Adam. I never saw it the other way around, but yeah, this was part of what they did.
Saying the most dumbest shit ever. Latoya forever basically created a scripted story time talking about the time that she beat up her best friend.
Chick, she's super loud. Like, I feel like she has a megaphone in her throat. This girl is super ghetto. She has huge Donkey Kong lips. Y'all.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. And it's a black chick. Black people often, these are the phenotypes that, yeah, it comes with the package, okay? So if you're gonna make fun for somebody, and this is maybe when time was this? I don't even know. I remember seeing this video. I hadn't seen Latoya forever in a very, very long time. And I came well, she just appeared on my feed, and this was the video that I saw. So after all the toxic videos, the one that I just showed you and a whole bunch of other ones, I was like, I'm done. I'm no longer a hunty. I'm out of here. And then I saw this video and I was like, okay, this let me just check it out. Let's just see how Latoya has grown, what has happened in her life. Let's just see this video. It's interesting to see her again after all these years. So I watched the video, and this was the video that I saw. Imagine my disappointment when I saw this video. Anyway, she's saying this story time. I don't know if it's real or fake, but you know, making fun of somebody's big lips, which are natural big lips, I would assume. For what? I don't know.
Oh, close your eyes. Just imagine, okay, a face with 2 pillowcases as lips, going like this. Now open your eyes.
I don't know for which demographic this is funny. This will never be funny. In my eyes, this will never be funny.
She wore single braids, and every time she would swing her hair, a braid would fall out. You see that braid that's just lingering around your neighborhood? Yeah.
I don't have that. Nobody has that. Nobody has that. So it's not relatable. See, when you're trying to do comedy, you're trying to be relatable. Let it be relatable. This is not relatable at all.
Probably hers. I know, y'all. I'm being negative, super negative. But
so you know, okay.
But you know when somebody does you so dirty that you cannot look at them the same anymore?
Just like how these people have bamboozled all their fans for all these years, and I don't know how any of you is still looking at them the same way, with the same allure and giving them the same status as you did back in the day when you didn't know all this stuff was going on, when you hadn't seen so many toxic videos, but you guys have, and people are still supporting these people. Like, it's crazy. Not just supporting, but really like defending them.
That's how
when you don't even know them.
I feel.
Interesting. So Latoya has a problem with women with big lips.
Today I'm about to get vulnerable with you. So growing up, I was so insecure about my lips.
Well, there you have it. I mean, most of the people who you see, these are the bullies. These are what bullies do. They will bring you down because you have something that they don't have. So they will bring you down so that you will also not like what you have. Just like how they don't like what they have. That's why they have to bring down other people. This is serious high school stuff. Why bring down somebody for their big lips if big lips is what you've always wanted? Madness, love. So in any case, then we're getting into the divorce part, okay? She posted this on her new boo thing, whose name's Vaughn. Him and her, they've started a channel so quickly. She's still in the midst of the divorce. It's not even been finalized, and they have a channel together. And she posted this, why did I get a divorce, part 1, and I guess part 2 is on there as well. Why would you put that on the channel with your new boo thing? What kind of respect does that show for whatever you had with your last boo thing? Why is your new boo thing even okay with you doing this? There's no respect for the man that you used to be with, used to be married with, have 3 children with. Okay, so that was 3 days ago. She posted on there. She did post it on her own channel, but that was 2 days ago. Look, they have a whole channel, and the last video that they posted is actually very concerning. The kids meet for the first time. Now later on, we're gonna hear that Adam is saying that he does not want the new guy around his kids. Like, he doesn't even know her, that guy, and she probably doesn't even know him the way she should be knowing him before you let your kids be all up around him. But yeah, that's concerning. It's all quick. But yeah, this video, they're definitely there with his kid as well. I think that's his kid anyway in the picture, but you know, and so children on this channel, so I blurred it out. But yeah, this is their channel, growing, doing well, people are watching. Ugh. But yeah, so this is her own channel, which is, I don't know why she didn't post it just on there. She has her own channel, and then she posted it 2 days ago. But according to her, she had to re-upload the video because Adam hacked into her account and deleted it, which he has confirmed that he did hack into her account because he wanted to do some sort of damage control, but not for himself or for her, but more for the children. There were certain videos on the channel that I think he just didn't want to be out there for the kids to see. So he went and did some damage control and removed some stuff. I don't know whether he removed this one too. He didn't allude to that fact. But yeah, that is what happened, which is not good. Don't condone it at all. But yeah, that's what happened. So now we're going to go into this 15-minute video that the voice for the people reacts did on YouTube. Very interesting breakdown, very good breakdown. I condensed it a bit. In fact, I'm having Real Talk with Yanni here on YouTube is reacting to this video, and I condensed it, and I'm going to react to how she's reacting to this video. So it's going to be like a 3-part thing. I'm just gonna give my feedback as well. So let's get right on into this whole situation, and I'm gonna share my thoughts.
But shout out to Voice for the People, because she did a phenomenal job breaking this all the way down.
This was toxic at its max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what they both agreed on when it came to both their videos is that this relationship moved extremely too fast. And it started out as business. They ended up dating after 2 weeks of knowing each other. And then they moved in with each other after 6 months.
It's all a bit quick, but listen, this is why you don't have to listen to those who say you shouldn't marry for love. All these YouTube gurus and people out here who are like, you shouldn't marry for love, just marry, you're getting old, just get anybody that's, minimum, kind of in the middle, not really what you want, but just go for it, and you shouldn't marry for love, and you're getting old, and this and that and that. Do not listen to them, because this is your prime example. These people should not be goals. They should be lessons. That's what these people should be. We should be looking at their lives, and every mistake they make, we shouldn't be making them. Okay? They married as a business transaction. It was all business. There was no love there. Do not do that same thing. Do not do it.
But they were never in love. You are going to sit up here and say you were never in love with me, and you watched me bear 3 of your children?
Yeah. That's not even crazy. Some people can do that, men or women. They'll just do that because after all they want is offspring, and that's it. They just want children. They don't care about the rest. They're like, I'm here on this earth. I got a job to do, and I'm gonna do it, and that's procreate, and that's it. And if there's nothing else attached to it, oh well, maybe that'll come later down the line. Maybe I'll find somebody else. Maybe I'll be able to cheat here and there. This is the mindset of some people, and that's not only for men. That goes for women as well. In fact, this is actually reminding me of something.
I wanted to get married, okay? I
And he
wanted
was set
to
up for
find me a
anybody.
wife.
That's what it was.
I wanted to find me a wife, and she was there. I asked her. Check it out. Don't laugh at me. I'm serious.
Yeah, we know you're serious. This clip is so hilarious. I just had to think about it because some people, it's proximity. Hey, you're around. We're getting on in age. Should we just do this thing? Let's just get married. We don't necessarily need to be all lovey-dovey. We don't need to love each other. But there comes a point in a human's life that you need that. You need the love, the affection, the affectionate thoughts, the affectionate, you need that. Are you guys really hearing that? This is what happens. And this is how some people think. And this is what happens when you don't marry for love. Do not follow any of these nonsensical gurus out here on these YouTube streets telling you to do this, to just marry and there's no love involved and you should just be kumbaya with it. It leads to destruction only. Point blank period. Like I said, these people are not goals, they're lessons. So learn your lesson. It's played out all in front of you. If you repeat the same things that they do, well, that's on you.
But she still wants to party. She wants to hang out with her friends. She wants to drink, which if he didn't know, this is a little bit of what Latoya's brand was.
She has always been this way. From when I started to watch her, I think I watched her from her very first video. I used to watch her so much. She was always this way. Always very loud, always very out there, she was always like the way she is. And he always looked very mellow, just like laid back, polar opposites. And they say opposites attract, but the more I look at it, I don't know if that's really true. They keep saying that. Maybe people who are in dysfunctional relationships say that, because I don't really always see that to be the case. Very polar opposites, you might attract, but you will detach real quick.
Party, happy, go lucky, like filming everything and joking around and stuff.
I watched all these videos, like I remember all of them.
Like that, but it started to spill over into their relationship, and it looked like he didn't really want this.
What Adam thought would happen was that Latoya would eventually change.
You guys, how often do we need to go over this? Let's say this together. You get the person you marry. Again, you get the person you marry. Let's say that again. You get the person you marry. Okay? It is actually wild and actually kind of egocentric, braggadocious, and naive to think that you can completely change a person. Trust me, you don't have that power. God does, but don't bother him because he's busy. We're out here saying, oh God, he's not a Christian, but make him one. He's not rich, but make him rich. He's not loving, but make him loving. He doesn't like hugs, but make him hug me. He doesn't do this, but make him do it. Why did you pick this person? And now you're going to bother God? Leave him alone. Why did you pick this person? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you see is what you get. That's it. That's it. If there's so many things on that list of things that you want and desire and need in a spouse, and you don't see it in the person that you date, that you get with, hey, well.
And when she didn't change to what he felt like she should be, I think that was another reason that they had a lot of friction within their relationship.
Is he felt like this child would have complications due to the fact that she was doing all of these.
So this was where the whole talk about a possible abortion came in. Apparently he was kind of worried because she was drinking a lot, partying a lot. She was just doing all these wild things, and this came into question. Yeah, the sad part is that we now all know this, and we will know which child that was concerning. Why should the whole world know all this? Because when you rise to the top and you've been sharing everything with all of us, people will feel the need to know everything. In fact, people might even pressure you to share some stuff. Hey, why are they not together anymore? Why is he no longer in your vlogs? Why is she no longer in your vlogs? This is the problem when you put everything out there. People will now demand for you to put everything out there, even more, even the bad stuff, even the stuff you don't want out there. And you feel obliged to do so, especially when one starts speaking and the other one is trying to clear their name, which is what happened in this case. You know, stuff that should definitely stay between four walls is now all out there, and you cannot take that back.
So they are equally toxic. Latoya is a dusty woman. Like, let's just call it what it is. She's always talking about women. She's a dusty woman. Period.
Well,
so to the men that are on here, if that's what you want to hear, you heard it. She's dusty. And I wouldn't advise that you date a woman like her.
Like, you're not funny. This is literally my childhood, bro.
Yeah, that was bad. Let me just go back a sec. Stay away from people who only talk about other people. That just stay away from them. You already know they're talking about you too. It's literally only natural. Don't even be surprised. This is what they do. The minute you turn away, the minute you're far enough for you not to hear anything, they'll not even wait for you to just be away from the building. They don't even wait. They will immediately start talking about you because that's what they do. That's what they do with you and you, Kiki and Haha. So that's exactly what they're doing with other people. Don't be surprised. That's what Latoya was doing all the time. And it's interesting because it was being documented. So you're talking about all your friends and they'll go and watch the videos. And that's how some of her friendships just broke off. And she didn't care. All for clout, all for money. You gained all that. For what price? In any case, let's go into this abuse that she said she experienced. It's quite interesting. But before we do that, I need to charge this thing. So I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. This is what happens when you have to record a whole live stream twice. Any case, let's just get right into this abuse that she said she experienced. Let's get right on into it.
And he took her out, got her drunk, and she blacked out when she came home, and she supposedly said that she does not remember the intercourse of having her third child.
Now that is a serious allegation that he R''d her. And the sad thing is that the child who we're talking about, we all know who it is, and that child is gonna know. Forever and a day, people are gonna say, hey, do you know the story about how you were conceived according to your mama? Like, I just don't know why all these things should be out on the internet. You guys have fallen out. You guys are no longer in love. Heck, you were never in love. You fooled yourselves, you fooled us, you fooled the whole world, whatever. Now you're going through a divorce. Just go through the divorce. A lot of these couples on YouTube, they go through these divorces and we don't hear jack diddly squat of actually what transpired. They just go their separate ways. And the only thing we'll see is that one video, we're breaking up. We're getting a divorce. And then they're on the couch, on the floor, wearing all white. You know, the typical video. If it's not an apology video, it's a we're splitting up video. That's what goes on in these YouTube streets. And they'll sit down there and it's like, this is the last video and I'll be making a channel and it will be called this, and I'll be making a channel and it will be called that, and this channel will cease to exist and you'll still be seeing the children in this capacity and that capacity. In any case, in the meantime, give us the respect and yada yada, and they leave it at that. Who knows? Only the Lord knows what the heck goes on in those people's households. But we don't know about it, and that's good. It's better to leave things amicably than this. This is going to taint them for life. The stuff that they have said, the accusations that they have made is going to taint them for life. Their videos are not even doing numbers that you would expect for all this dirt that they're putting out there. The clouds or whatever is supposed to come from this, it's not even that great. The victory you're supposed to feel, everything Latoya will say in her video, Adam will go and debunk it in his video. Everything she'll say and vice versa. So it's like we're just playing a game of who's telling the truth here. It's crazy. It's wild. So now, how did Latoya end up on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Yes, the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Because you have to have your family and everything that's going on behind the scenes on the show. And Adam is like, listen, not only do I not want myself on this show, but I don't want my kids on this show. Until she get a divorce from Adam, she can't be on the show. And unless she gets okay from the judge, the kids can't be on the show.
Well, I think this is perfect because I'm actually tired of seeing folk exploiting their kids. Murad Morales said it very well. He's here on YouTube. Go follow him. Go follow all these people. They're amazing.
He refused to cop out and do stuff for money in this way and that way. He refused to do it for the brand, and therefore she ended up not becoming a housewife and is now obviously a friend of the show.
So they must have really needed the drama to still keep her on the show because she is not a housewife. She had to do the separation thing. Adam was not gonna pretend that they were still together just for a show. And in fact, he even did mention on an IG live that he did that they only, in air quotes, she only got $1,000 per episode. So she would have to do all this craziness, all this foolery, involve the kids, show the kids, get them involved in all these weird drama and TV mess, and for $1,000. And he claimed that he earns $1,000 with his beard oil every single day. So it ain't a thing. And it's definitely not worth drama and faking and bringing the kids into it and all the rest of it that comes with being a real housewife on one of these shows. So it's interesting how and why they kept her on the show. I think it's to stir up stuff. I think it's to bring drama. She's like the weird one out because she doesn't come with the whole package of this is my husband, yada yada yada. She's just there, a friend of the show. Well, she sure is getting paid like a friend of the show. Crazy.
You have to be the type of person where you're fulfilled within yourself before you meet anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's called self-love.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of religious...
It is self-love. And then you need to know. You need to know each other. You need to know each other. You need to get to know each other. Not only do you need to know each other inside out, you need to figure out for yourself if you can live with what they come with. Can you live with that? Can you live with the package that is coming your way? Can you actually live with that? Seriously, when people meet other people, what does the lust and the whatever just take over completely? I mean, it does. But it's not good. Like I said, these people are not, they are not goals. They are a lesson. All these people on social media, all these influencers, they are not goals. They are a lesson. We need to change it. We need to change how we refer to these people. These people cannot be your goals. Take whatever you have in your life and elevate it. Make sure you have a dream for yourself in your life with what you have currently and figure out how you can elevate it, and that is your goal. And that is the only goal you will ever have. That's the only goal you can ever have, because that is your life. You can never have these people's lives. And guess what? You don't want it. You don't want it. All is glitter and gold, but it isn't. Behind closed doors, it isn't. I wish people would stop being jealous and wanting what other people have. It isn't all that. It really isn't.
There's a lot of religious differences. One is Muslim, one is Christian. What is going on? A lot of people are saying, well, they didn't have children within 3 years of their marriage or to being together. Why did they not iron out these details beforehand? You could be in love, the lust, the affinity, the infatuation for each other could be so strong that neither of you two really discuss these matters. Again, I don't think either of them were super religious, so they didn't really butt heads as much. But a lot of these matters don't become as major for you until you have a child involved. That is when you obviously want to discuss what you want to do in terms of religious matter. But a Muslim and a Christian marrying together, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it's a train wreck. It never really works out.
I mean, I wouldn't say never say never, but most times it just doesn't. I mean, there's so many things that, look, if the kids are not involved, right? If there are no kids in the picture, you can say, okay, you go worship in that place, I go worship over here, and we come together into the household, and it is whatever. You go to your house of worship, do whatever. When it comes to holidays, that's when things already start getting a little bit tricky. Are we going to put a Christmas tree up? Are we going to do this? Are we going to, do Ramadan? Are we going to do all these things? And who's going to do what? Then when the kids come in, are they also going to be doing Ramadan? Are they also going to be celebrating Christmas? Are they also how are they going to pray? Who are they going to pray to? Now it's a bit of a tussle because this is your kid. That's when things become interesting, and they had 3 of them. Now, I don't know if this was really a problem. Like he said, they weren't like overly religious or anything, but it's still a factor that was not weighed as heavily as it should be weighed before they got into what they got into, which is a situationship, a businessationship. I don't know what this is, but apparently it wasn't love. We were fooled, y'all. We were fooled.
Christians marry each other.
I was never fooled, though. I could tell that there was no love in this thing, because Adam most of the times never looked happy, and Latoya just looked happy with everything, but she was always hype. She was always hype about everything. So if somebody's always hype, you don't even know when they're, you just don't know when it's put on or when it's real.
To marry each other, because it can just be very, very, very hard to discuss what you wish to do for your children, because that in itself is where the main issue lies, I believe.
So now let's get into this divorce and all the stuff that comes along with that.
Toya felt like, even though she filed for divorce, she felt like Adam had the upper hand because she was cheating throughout the marriage. And if you don't know, through the court's eyes, if there's one person that does infidelity in the marriage, you're the reason for the problem. So it could have been a possibility, which I'm not saying that it is, that Adam could possibly get, as far as the money, the property, and everything else, he could end up getting everything. And that's what she feared for, and she put a GPS on his car, which he ended up finding the GPS, and then she ended up buying a gun, and he's like, yo, we've been living in Atlanta for a few years, you never got a gun, and now all of a sudden we going through a divorce, you got a gun now? What?
This is crazy. GPS, the clock. This is too much. This is entirely too much. And when you have to do these type of things in a relationship, I think it's better to just bounce. I don't know why they were still trying to fake it, and for who? Because it to me, it's been obvious for years that they've not been happy. Who are you fooling? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your precious years being together and being unhappy. And for what? And the clock thing is very scary, actually. She explains it in a certain way, but then again, you never know what the real reason is for some of the things that these people do, which is why I try not to be too invested in what these people do, but I thought it very important to talk about this today.
What's going on here? This is why I refuse to take sides. Like, you don't know them. Just like you did not know Derek Jackson. All kinds of stuff.
She surely did go there. She definitely went there. Yeah. We do not know any of these people. That's why they cannot be goals, because I don't know what goals they're striving. I don't know what they're striving to be. I don't know what they're striving to do in this life. So those people cannot be my goals. I have my own path in this life. I wish more people would know this, honestly, and believe that.
Going on, and we just sitting there like, oh yeah, they're so in love. They should stay together. They should have more kids and all this other stuff we be saying. And really behind the
Yanni is about to say facts.
scenes, they killing each other because there was a lot going.
She loves saying that word. It's true. We're so invested in these people's relationship to the point that people can be in the comments just directing their lives. You know what you should do? Go and get a house here. You know what you should do? Move here. You know what you should do? Have baby number 3. It's like, yo, is this your life or is this their life? So now let's get into Latoya's new boo.
Okay, and I'm not even done. Now let's fast forward to Latoya's new guy. Now she did a video saying that this was just her friend, but obviously Adam and Latoya are still married, so she has to say this is her friend, even though we know, quote unquote, this is her boyfriend. Now he is a fitness trainer, and they now have a YouTube channel together.
Too soon, but okay.
Which, ironically, this is how her relationship started with Adam.
Yeah, that's a shocker to me. She's not getting deja vu.
She enjoys it, and she doesn't care about his history. And
so apparently he used to swing the other way. He likes or liked men too, but she says she doesn't care because he treats her right. So, oh well.
Adam is like, that's fine, but keep that over there with you. I don't want this guy around my kid.
The flaunting is so much. It's so much all over the internet, and the worst thing is that it's not like he doesn't have children. They have children together, so she's gonna try and blend the families. Of course, it's all good for the vlog. This is shocking. Shocking behavior of a mom.
Adam is saying that he wants her to pay alimony. He wants her to pay a fee because he's
wants her to pay alimony. Yeah, now the women are making money, and the men are not afraid to take it. So in relationships, yeah, we all need to come correct, because anybody can get hit financially from messed up relationships.
Still has their original house in Atlanta, as well as he's fighting for full custody of the kids because he feels like she's an unfit mom. She's rushing into this relationship. She's not considering, the children feelings and what they're going.
And the children are at that age that they absolutely know what's going on, and that makes it very sad. I mean, divorce is sad in any circumstance and at any age, but it's sad to know that they definitely have a clue of what's going on right now. Yeah, it's just terrible. So allegedly, Latoya is even still trying to link up with Adam, which is bizarre. That's what he said anyway, that she's still trying to get with him.
If Latoya is making passes at Adam, who makes passes at their abuse? I just want to know.
Me too. So now Adam's new alleged girlfriend. Are you tired yet? Because I am. In any case, she's basically Latoya Forever's twin. Looks exactly the same. So some people were like, oh, we thought you didn't like the vein stuff. This them wearing the same robe. We thought you didn't like the vein stuff and stuff like that. But this girl is literally a copy of her. Yeah, well, the thing is this, right? We don't know what her heart is like. We don't know what she's like. We don't know how she treats him. One thing I'll say is, in these things, especially when children are involved, do note that these children are there. The girl can be treating you well, but can she treat the children well? Is she mommy material? That's the most important question at this point, right? And I hope he's taking that into consideration if this is true. And some more wise words from Murad Merali.
Tremendously sad. This is why couples don't come on YouTube.
Don't.
And I don't care for the couples that are still together.
Never.
If you are a couple, mind your own business and stay home. I feel like the idea of YouTube couples, I'm not really here for.
I mean, and they here don't come to YouTube. So what do? They go to TV instead. Lord have mercy.
The lace wasn't plucked and stuff.
So this is Latoya running her mouth talking about this other woman on, yes, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This girl, I think her name is Drew, and she had been gossiping about her hair, about her wig, and how it wasn't plucked, and this and that and that and that. So now she's here to apologize, but as she's apologizing, she's throwing shade. Like I said, they probably hired her, quick little $1,000, which is nothing to these networks and stuff. They probably hired her to bring in the drama,
But now looking back,
Shady in your apology.
I'm not being shady. It was fake of me for not saying it to your face. You know what I'm saying?
And now you're saying something to her face and you're adding shade.
I apologize for that. I want to go ahead and purchase a wig for you.
The audacity. This woman, these people have had money. They've had money for a long time. They've been famous for a long time. She does not need your money, your handouts. She does not need you to buy her wig. That's just crazy. That's how sometimes I think these shows are scripted. This Love After Lockup that I review on this channel, all these shows might be very, very scripted, because some of this stuff that people say, I'm like, you're a whole grown woman with 3 children. Why would you say these high school-esque stuff here? It's not doing any wonders for her brand, if you ask me. But then I guess her brand is being down with the Ratcharoo, so a lot of people will like to follow it.
And I want to get it plucked and, secured correctly.
Wow. I'm really happy that you're here and you watch me so closely. It's really sweet. But I get my wigs.
And that's the thing. The haters, they stay lurking. They stay watching. That's why she's giving this comment like, I like that you're looking at me and yada yada yada. Yeah, this is what happens with people. People like to gossip and stuff. They're always looking. Sometimes they'll even compliment you, but deep down, something about you is irking them. It's irking their spirit.
From the top side of Hollywood, so no offense, but yeah, probably won't wear it.
I'm separating.
So then here she explains how she's separating, and she thinks that when you're separating, you should be able to do ... She's about to explain this real quick.
You can do what you want while you're separated.
What?
Do what you do while you're
separated. No, who says?
You can do what you want when you're separated. So I guess this stage that she's in now, that they are in a divorce, they're going through a divorce, but the divorce has not been finalized. They are separated, therefore. Or maybe a period before where they were not living in the same house and they were separated. You can do whatever you want. This is what she's saying with her own words. This is what she's saying. This is what she's promoting out there. By saying this, by putting that out there, it could have been that we would have never known about it, but we know about it now because she's put it out there. So now we know that this is her mindset. This is how she thinks. That's why Yanni called her Dusty. And then the woman there says, who says that?
That's me.
Says me. So then you have this this vlog. I never went in to look at it. I am not gonna be watching these people, but it says I cheated, right? And whether she's really going to go into the fact that she cheated, yes or no, or this is just clickbait, which I think it could be. The description literally said I cheated, and then it has like a promo code. Get extra 30% off with your order if you put her code in and stuff like that, which will make her a coin. So here's the thing, right? Whether this is true or whether this is not true, the fact of the matter remains that everything these people do is for money. Everything they put out there, they get an emotional connection with their followers, with their subscribers and things like that. And everything they do is for money. And people are actually heavily and really invested in these people's lives. Like when these people separate, people's worlds crumble as if it's their own, as if it's their friend, as if it's somebody they know, because they feel that like they know them. You don't know who's watching people on YouTube. It might be people who are very lonely, who think all these people are friends, their friends in their head. So when things actually go wrong with them, they feel it. They feel it like it's them, And so, you guys, this is a whole mess. All I'll say is live for yourself. Don't see these people as goals, see them as lessons. Learn something from this. Learn something from them. And I put in the thingamajiggy, Latoya Adam Ali, lying your way to the top. Because apparently, you guys, for the whole 9 years that some of y'all were watching these people, and even me, I was watching them at some point, the love wasn't real. The love wasn't even real. It wasn't even there. Apparently, supposedly, allegedly, according to what they're saying right now. Right? So they were lying to themselves and to us. And now, one of them, at least, is lying on their way down. One of them is at least lying, because they're saying two conflicting things. One of them is lying. And now it's for what? Maybe clout. This one has a channel to grow. Adam, I don't even know what he's doing. And for clout and for sympathy, obviously, who do you believe? You see this all play out on the media. Who do you believe? And I'm with Yanni. I don't believe none of them. I don't stand with none of them. Let me put it that way. I'm not here defending any of them, because I don't know. And we don't know. And just like Yanni said, we don't know, just like we didn't know Derek Jackson. We don't know these people. They will fail themselves and fail us because they're human and they do what they do. So yeah, or they're doing this to get the victory. At the end of the day, Latoya, I think when she came out with her interviews, she thought, I've won. I've put out so much damaging stuff out there that whatever else Adam comes with, everybody's going to believe me. Everybody's going to be on my side. And then he made another video, and I really just hope it stops. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about this. I saw it going back and forth. There's a lot of ratchet topics and videos and people and things that I see, that I watch, that I do not comment on usually. But I'm going to be doing so more often because I want to bring a different light to some of the things. I think in this, in this situation, the whole thing is sad. It's sad for the children that all this is out there. There's allegations of R. And that one of the children would think or know eventually that is how they were conceived, or that there was even a rumor out there or a falsehood out there put out there that is how they were conceived. It's just incredibly sad. I just wish for these two parties that they heal separately, that they do it off the internet, please off the internet. We don't this is not entertainment for me. This is just sad. It's sad because I also wish that Latoya would have grown a lot. I'm seeing her on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it's like the same kind of actions and things that I used to see back then that made me step away from the channel. That's the same kind of stuff that she's still doing till this day. It's too much. It's crazy. And we do promote and uplift the foolishness. At the end of the day, people made these people famous, and there was nothing but toxicity in those vlogs. Here and there, chuckle and a laughter, but it wasn't healthy. So it's a lesson, you guys. It's a lesson. Take it as one. Definitely. Hope they heal. Hope the best for their children. I hope that they can behave for the sake of their children. In any case, you guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. All the music that you heard was produced by Young Kingler. Intro art was done by @virtual by K. I have a lot of info in the description box below. Follow me on my socials, as you can see on the screen here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already part of the family, make sure you hit bump stump and that subscribe button. Comment because I really want to know what you think. Like because you obviously like this video, and hit the notification bell while you're at it. I'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Daily videos up in here. In the meantime, make time for glorious life. It's time to start living it right. God bless.